In this nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream at Mahjong time, we're going to be playing American Mahjong using the National Mahjong League card. If you haven't tried playing at Mahjong time yet, look for my email in the video description below. I can send you information about their VIP trial. I also want to give a quick shout out to moderators. They're the ones with their name in blue in chat, and they're here to help moderate chat. Hopefully we'll be able to focus on gameplay with commentary, because tonight is the nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream. Less socialization. If you like more socialization, that would be the Simply Social Let's Play live stream on Friday nights. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share what I have in mind for this live stream. I thought we would talk about prioritizing discards. And it's a juggling act, because when you're prioritizing discards, you're watching what's happening at the table, both with discards and exposures, while still optimizing your own hand and playing defense. So there's a lot to juggle. I have some tips that might be able to help you do that. So I hope you enjoy this nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream. If you're watching the repost, thanks so much for watching these videos. I'm going to go ahead and join a table. It might take a minute for people to join, and we'll get started with our first game. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let me check on Facebook real quick while we're waiting for people to join the table and make sure we don't have anyone having trouble getting here. Okay, looking good. We're still waiting for 2 players to join the table. This is a members only chat, and that's primarily to keep people from trolling. You have to be a member to join in the chat. If you're not a member yet, consider becoming a member. It will create a nice clean chat, but also it'll help support the channel. So I hope you consider that. You can find information in the video description below if you're interested. We're still waiting for players. One more seat to fill, and we'll get started. Thanks so much for coming. I see we have some new people entering the room. Welcome to the live stream, and thank you for the thumbs up. Here we go, first game. If you missed the topic for tonight, it's prioritizing discards while optimizing your hand and considering defense. So we're going to have a lot to juggle. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks so much for coming, Peggy. All right, so we have here a flower, 2, 4, 7 in BAMs, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 in cracks, 1, 6, 7 in dots, and a green dragon. Here, no multiples. And American Mahjong is a game of multiples. So if you start off with a hand like this, look for the predominant pattern and build around that until you form a multiple. I think we have 2, 3, 4, 5 as the predominant pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do have 4, 5, 6, 7 though too. I think we can let the dragon go, maybe the 1, and then let's get rid of, let's say, the 4. And we'll see what develops. We could maybe play 5, 6, 7. We have 1, 3, 5 now, and our first multiple, the 3 crack. So that is where we'll start over. So we're going to reassess with that as the multiple driving the decisions. So we have the 3 crack. We could do here 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, little odds. I would let the big numbers go. So let's discard the 6, the 7, and then maybe we need to let go of, let's see, 1, 2, 2, 3. Let's let go. Oh, this is all going to be a bit risky here. Let's let go of the 5. We have to let something go. That's a pretty risky pass, but we need to optimize. We're building around the 3 crack at the moment. It looks like 1, 3, 5 is going around, so we're going to hold that, see if those will come back, and we'll let go of these bigger numbers. So we'll let go of 6, 7. We'll keep 1, 2, 3, or focus on little odds, 1, 3, 5. Maybe the 2 bam can go since we have no 4 crack. And if we were to get a 4 crack, we could play 2, 3, 4 or 3, 4, 5. Hi, Evelyn. Welcome. All right, we have a 1, 3 now. So still we could maybe play 1, 3, 5 little odds. We could also still do something consecutive. We have big numbers we can let go of. So those can be our discards. We're trying to optimize our potential through the Charleston. The goal here is to get 4 discards or less after the Charleston. Right now we're narrowing down our range around the 3s. We have a pung in there. So whatever we do, we're going to use the 3s. We have 1, 5 in dots, a 1 bam, 1, 2, 3, 5 in cracks. I don't think I want to do a 6, 7, 8. I think we should let go of, let's say, the 1 dot. We're just going to keep gathering. We have a 7, 9. Now we have a full range of odds, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. For 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the shape is pair, pung, kong, pung, pair. And that would work for our 3 crack there. So let's let go of the 2, 6 here and focus on odds. We can discard this 2, 6, and then we'll let something go in here. Let's see, we do have 1, 3, 3, 5 potential in 2 suits. Maybe the 1 bam can go. One thing I was thinking is maybe we could even play the pair hand, the odd pair hand. We have a 7, which is an odd, but we have more little odds than we do big odds. We have an East 4, and then I think the 7 can go. Welcome to the live stream. If you're just joining us, we're going to be talking about prioritizing discards while optimizing your hand and considering discards. So we have a 4 crack. So there's 3, 4, 5, some consecutive potential again. They want 2 tiles. We have a 1, 3, 5 there. I think the East can go for sure. We need to pick something else. We could do 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 1 suit. That has no gaps. So I think I would focus there and focus on odds. So for 2, I think I would let go of the East 4. We're going to focus on odds for this hand. And that's because of this pung of 3 cracks. Right now we have a lot of discards, so this was a tough Charleston. Let's see if we can get some keepers here. Looks like the game's hung up. It looks like somebody, I bet I know what's happening here. The player on the left, I'll bet you they're on a mobile device. They need to add a tile because the player across from them wants 3. So we're waiting for that person on the left to add a tile. You're going to see them add a tile, or the game's going to pick one for them. And there's a bit of a glitch in the mobile device for optional cross. I'll bet you that's what's happening right now. I hope they didn't leave the table. Yep, I know. They're saying it only lets me discard 2. There it goes. So it picked a tile.
4 characters. South wind.
Okay, so here we do have another multiple with the 1. We have another multiple with the 7. We have lots of odds, so we're going to let this 2 crack go.
2 characters. South wind.
Oops. All right.
One bamboo.
They did write in chat that the game only let them pass 2.
North wind.
So there's a bit of a glitch. So right now we're gathering 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. That's our focus. So we're going to gather odds to optimize this hand for odds. We could play a number of hands. So I wouldn't pick a hand right now. The only tile we could really call for would be the 7 crack. But with this many discards, I don't know if I would commit.
East wind.
I think we should wait and see how this develops. I think we could probably discard the flower and still gather little odds. We could, for example, play 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, second hand from the bottom. Since
bamboo.
we got a 5 bam. We could also do that first hand, or maybe we could even play the pair hand.
7 characters.
Yeah, that is definitely a significant glitch. I have reported it. Okay, now that 7 crack, we could pung, but I don't think we should. We could maybe call it on the maybe the next discard, because we might be playing a pair hand. We have a ways to go before I would even commit to that, but by not claiming a discard, that'll leave us open for that opportunity.
8 dots.
We'll see how this develops. We don't need a west. We're going to hoard odds.
West wind.
Probably even little odds. I think there's more potential for little odds.
Wind.
The other challenge with this particular hand for the 1 suit, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 hand, the very first one under odds, we need pairs of 1s and 9s, and we only have singles. Now here we have a red dragon. We could maybe switch to 1, 3, 5, 7 or 1, 3, 5 dragon. I think at this point I would let go of these big numbers and focus on little odds.
9 characters.
Let go of the pair hand idea, leverage the pung. So now's when I would start looking more at what is being discarded to decide if I want to keep this pair of 7 cracks for later. Maybe someone wasn't ready when that 7 crack went out earlier. So we could maybe keep that for joker bait, which is where you keep a pair you don't need, and someone may make an exposure with a joker, and then you can make an exchange.
Red dragon.
So we'll just see. Okay, now there's a white dragon. We have 3s, 1s, and 5s. I think I would let go of the red. No, let's see. The 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 hand calls for a pung. I'd let go of this white dragon at the moment. Hi, Sue. Welcome.
Four dots. 6 dots. East wind.
Okay, we need to gather odds. Okay, there's a 6. We have no 9, so I wouldn't be flustered by that 6 and think about 3, 6, 9 because we let the 9 crack go. So let's let the 6 go, plus it's already been discarded. We're an underdog here because we have a lot of discards and we still don't know what hand we're playing. That's okay though. If you can figure out what hand you're playing by the end of the third wall, you'll still have a good chance to win. So we have a few picks to get through. There are 2 cracks out, so I would let that go.
2 characters.
That's encouraging, Evelyn. She says that their library is resuming Mahjong Thursdays. That's encouraging.
4 characters. South wind.
So we're gathering little odds. 9 crack is already out. We're going to let it go.
9 characters.
We have no gaps for the 1, 3, 5 hand second from the bottom.
9 dots.
At the moment, no 5 bams are out, so I would consider that. No 1 cracks are out. We would need that as a pair.
4
and of course, we'll need a 3 dot. There's a 6 crack we'll let go of. There are already 2 out. Okay, we're getting to about 4 more picks before the end game. We need to think about letting go of these 7s. Let's see what we get with this next. Yep, let's let it go right now.
7 characters.
Not much of a hesitation there, so I would say that is a discard, a good discard.
5 characters.
So there we would need a Kong for the 1-3-5 dragon hand, so we can't take that. We could play 1-3-3-5, but we would need to Kong also, so we're going to pass.
White dragon.
4-man. We're looking for odds, so let's discard that. Now we need to start thinking about the end game and safe discards, because we're heading now into the end game in about 2 more picks.
7 bamboos.
This 7 crack nobody's wanted, so that'll be a good safe discard once we get into 40 tiles or less.
Green dragon. Mahj.
We got a winner, so we don't have to worry about it. And it's a quint. We have 2 dragon east quint. They have 3 jokes. They had 5 jokers. That's pretty nice. Okay, let me see here. Very nice. Over here, we have 2, 4, 6, 8 with flowers, first hand under evens. Over here, it looks like a player trying for probably a 5, 7, 9 hand. They might have been considering a pair hand, but they have a Kong of 7s. So they might have been considering 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 1 suit, but they couldn't get ones. So they were probably still gathering. And then of course here we're focused on the little odds. All right, let's play again. Since Mahjong is a game, or American Mahjong is a game of multiples, it's ideal if you can be dealt multiples in your hand. That gives you kind of a leg up. So let's hope for a nice deal with some multiples to build around. If you don't have multiples, pick the predominant pattern and just gather till a multiple forms and then build around the multiple. That's, in my opinion, the best strategy for developing a hand during the Charleston. Here we go. Welcome, Sue. We do have multiples this time, north and south. Oh my goodness, look at, we have a Kong of flowers. All right, now this is going to be interesting because we have a Kong of flowers and a north and a south. There is a wind hand that uses north-south Kongs with single east-west. A lot of times winds come around in the first Charleston. We do happen to have like numbers, so we could work with like numbers and let the winds go. We happen to also have 3 tiles that we can discard. 1, 7, 9. So let's see if we get winds. If we get winds east and west primarily, or even north-south, I would focus there. We got the west. So here I would play news with flowers and I would break up the 5s. So probably 2, 5 dot, 3 dot. It's a little bit risky. And I would just break up that pair because we need to pass defensively after this. I'm hoping we'll still see a west, maybe more winds. If people aren't playing winds, you usually see them in the first round of discards. Okay, no keepers here, but we have tiles we can pass. And we have, let's see, here's one of each suit that we can do. 3, 5, 9, one of each suit. And that leaves us with 5, 7 for the next pass, which is not bad. So we went right across. So let's see. I wish they had the word on here, which pass you're on. Okay, now here's a multiple. Anytime you build another multiple, you should just reassess. In this case, I don't think it's helpful. I think I would stick with wins. So I would break that up. We have not enough discards to really hold that for joker bait. I do not typically consider joker bait in the Charleston. I focus on optimizing my own hand. And then during the pick and discard phase of the game, that's when I think about joker bait. So here I would continue with the Charleston and let the 7 go. Break it up. Because if we get everything we want, we're going to need tiles to pass, and I don't want to get stuck with a pair. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Yeah, sometimes having complicated a complicated dealt hand where there's a clear way to go with two different categories, it's interesting to see how things turn out. And I think either one would have been viable. I think the like number hand would have been viable, but we got that west, which is a single for us. All right, so we did get a 5. I think, let's see, we're going across now. We just passed one of the 7s to the player on our left, so let's let that go and pass the 7. Let's do 5 dot, one of each suit, I think. Let's see, this was going around. It's going around, so I think we can let that go. No keepers here, but we did get a dragon. Let's see, we have tiles we can pass, one of each suit. Oh, we have another dragon, and we have tiles we can pass, 1, 5, 4. Or we could let one of the dragons go too. They want 3. I think we could do 3. So probably what I would do here is a 1, 4 dragon. That's big enough of a difference between 1 and 4. And with the red dragon, that's basically one of each suit. All right, now we're going to have to draw well. So let's let the dragon go. If I'm not going to be using the dragons, typically I'll discard those first. And then this is a good, okay, there's a delay right there, hesitation. So somebody else, oh, that must have been them. There was a delay there though also. There it is, east. So all 3 of those players had an east. So now we have a challenge. 3 easts are out, so we might need to switch gears here. Let's keep the 5 and let the 9 go.
Characters.
So there's only 1 more east, and we have a ways to go to build the north-south. I would seriously consider switching back to like numbers with 5s, but here's the thing. People are keeping the 5s. So let's see. We'll let the 1 go. So this will be interesting to see how this turns out.
3 dots.
I'm curious as to why they weren't letting the west or the east come through the Charleston.
2 bamboos.
Maybe they drew them. Maybe they were in the first part of the picking. Okay, so let's keep that and let the 4 bam go since it's out.
4 bamboos.
So we have north, west, south, north,
2
south.
Dots. 2 dots.
We'll just keep drawing. We don't have to pick a hand yet.
5 characters.
Let's let the 3 dot go.
3 dots.
One thing I was thinking is maybe
9
we can
bamboos.
switch. Actually, we'll have the same weakness if we switch to the concealed hand. We already let the dragon go. Even though we only need a pung, we still need that single east. I'm hoping that we'll get it. There are 2 1 bams out, so I wouldn't think about this 1 crack as a like number potential.
1 character.
I think the live stream is on like a 5-second lag
9 characters.
or something like that.
4
I'm not
dots.
sure. Okay, so let's let the 5 bam go.
5 bamboos.
We're gonna hope for that
7
east.
characters. 7 bamboos. Kong. 3 bamboos.
Wins are tough because typically if people aren't playing them, they'll give them up in the Charleston and then they discard them in the early game. So if you're not ready to commit, we're gonna pass. If you're not ready to commit, you'll lose those opportunities. Okay, now there's a joker. That's helpful.
3
if we could get even 1 more joker, we can con the north-south before that other east goes out. We're kind of in a predicament right now.
East
I would probably, oh, there goes the east. Okay, now we have to let that go because the east is gone. So I would probably at this point let the west go, and then
West
consider
wind.
how am I going to use these
2
flowers.
dots.
With 4 flowers and 2 5s, probably I
Red
would
dragon.
play like numbers with 5s. And we could even maybe
3
use that
bamboos.
dragon. Oh, and then wait, here's another dragon. Let's let the winds go at this point.
North wind.
All right, so let's see. What we
South
could do
wind.
is maybe let the flowers go and play like numbers with 5s and dragons.
1 bamboo.
Somebody kept the 5 dots though, so we need to think about that. We may not be able to use.
5 bamboos.
Okay, we're gonna pass. There's the 5 crack. Okay, we're gonna continue to let these winds go.
North wind.
I'm thinking I would play maybe like numbers with
7
5s
characters.
and 6 flowers.
2 bamboos.
We have a ways to go with our 5s. Nobody wants the green.
4 dots.
Let's keep the number tiles and let the winds go. Nobody wants
South
the winds.
wind.
So we want to optimize our potential for
Green
joker
dragon.
exchanges. Okay, that's a pass. Nobody wants those. So I would expedite those and discard
North
those.
wind.
So maybe keeping this 8 crack might give us an opportunity for a joker exchange later.
6 bamboos.
Okay, we'll let the south go. The 2 is
South
probably
wind.
not a good keeper because there are 2 out.
8 bamboos.
We have 2 sets of picks,
4
2 picks
bamboos.
before we're in the end game. Let's see, wait,
3
yeah,
dots.
2 more picks. Okay, 9 dot, none are out. We can wait a little bit. Let's see, let's let the white dragon go.
White dragon. 7 characters. North wind.
If any flowers go down, we can pung.
3 characters.
Okay, 2 crack, none are out. 2 bams are out. We need to start thinking about the end game. I think this 2 crack is the most risky tile, so we're going to let that
2
go
characters.
now. And there's the hesitation. None are out, and we're heading in the end game. So we need to kind of switch our thinking
6
to
bamboos.
holding tiles for a potential joker
8
exchange
bamboos.
to keeping tiles that are now safe, because
2
we have
characters.
we're now in the end game, the last 40 tiles.
Mahj.
We have a winner already. Boy, we got some quick wins here. We have 2 4 6 8 with pairs. This would be the 4th hand down under 2 4 6 8. They had, oh look, they had the 2 cracks. So they had jokers. They must have drawn a 2 crack. Maybe they just drew a joker or something before. I wonder why they didn't Kong the 2 crack. Anyhow, that's what we have there. Here we have 5 6 7 with flowers, probably Kongs, consecutive Kongs in one suit. That would be the 3rd hand down on the left. And then over here, it looks like we have 7 8 9 mixed suit Kongs. There's the 9 dot. So the next thing I was going to do was start discarding the riskiest tiles. The riskiest tile after that 2 crack is this 9 dot. And that would not have been a winner here. They would have Konged, which would have then made them ready on a flower. All right, we're going to play again. Let's jump over here. Thanks for coming to the live stream, and thank you for the thumbs up. That helps the channel a lot when you do that, so I appreciate that. If you're just joining us, we're talking about prioritizing discards while optimizing your hand and considering defense. There's a lot to juggle, and it moves pretty fast, so I hope that you'll enjoy the commentary. Here come the tiles. we have a pair of flowers, a 9 bam, 3, 4, 5, 6 in cracks, singles, 2, 7, 8 in dots, pair 8, and a green dragon, and then we have a joker. Of course, we're going to keep that. You can't pass jokers, nor would we want to. So we have a pair of flowers and a pair of 8s. That's where I would start. Building around the 8 dot, I see that there's some potential for consecutive run. There's a slight potential for 2, 4, 6, 8, but I think the greater potential is with consecutive run. We need to find tiles to pass. So maybe we could do 3, 5 dragon and leave a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand for us to consider. We'll see what tiles we get with this first pass. A 3, 9, a 9. I think we should go with consecutive run here. We have 7, 8, 9 in one suit, a 6 and a 9. Those are in our 4 number range around the multiple. 6, 7, 8, 9 is what we're going to gather. And we're not going to pick a hand, we're just going to gather. So I think we can pass 2, 4 east. And we're looking for 6 through 9. Any suit, doesn't matter, we're just going to gather. 6 through 9. There's a 7, so we'll keep it. Now, we have 2 1s and a 3. I personally do not like passing like numbers. I think it is a step down from passing a pair. So I believe that it's risky, so I typically don't do it. I would discard here the 1, the 3, and probably, since we have 6, 7, 8 in mixed suits, that's a hand with no gaps. I probably would let the 9 bam go. We could do 6 crack, 7 bam, 8 dot, no gaps. Or we could do 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9 in one suit. So that's 2 hands to pick from. Here we have tiles we can pass, so we can continue the Charleston. At the moment, we probably have at least 5 clear discards. So let's pass 1, 3 green. We have 2 keepers, 7 bam, 8 dot. Now we have a pung in there and a pair. And so I would probably go with the mixed suit option, 6 crack, 7 bam, 8 dot. We can discard the 1 crack, the east, and then maybe let the 9 go. So we have a hand here, mixed suit Kongs probably. We could also maybe play the second hand down with all the flowers and play 7, 8 mixed suit Kongs with 6 flowers as an option. 2, 9 together in one suit is not a bad pass. We really don't need the 7 dot here. So here we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are mixed suits in consecutive run. That many suits with those multiples doesn't really work so much with that 5. So I probably would let that go. They went 3 tiles. We can do 3 tiles. I would let this 5 go. And I don't think I would pass 7, 8. I think the 5, 8 is less risky. So 6, 7, 8 mixed suit Kongs probably would be a good hand here. So we have 4 discards and a hand with no gaps. So I think that was a good Charleston. Okay, there's a joker. This is when I discard from outside in, this 1 bam or 9 bam. Either one would be a good discard.
1 bamboo.
We can Kong the 8 dot, Kong the 7 bam. We need help with our 6. Either that or we play 7, 8 with flowers. So it's going to depend on what we draw or what goes down.
1 dot.
So this 9 bam probably would go next.
4 bamboo.
Unless we pair up. Okay, now 4 bam is discarded. We're going to pass. And when we clicked pass, it went right to the next person. So I don't think anybody else wants that. So I would escalate that as a discard. Clearly, we don't need it. So we can let that go. Now here's an
4
8 bam.
bamboos.
So there's 7, 8, 9. I wouldn't let that distract
Red
me though.
dragon.
I would focus on the multiples, which are 7 bam, 8 dot.
5 bamboos.
So really the 8, 9 bam, even though it's in our range, we have a hand with no gaps.
6 bamboos.
Here we have an 8 still in our range, but I think probably letting go of the 7 would be good, or the 9. Let's let the 9 go.
9 bamboos.
6, 7, 8, mixed suit Kongs, no gaps.
9 dots.
Okay, so now we're going to go to the next inside number, which is going to be an 8. So
North wind.
either 8 bam or 8 crack can go. Now this is interesting. We have a 7 dot here. Here's 7, 8, 7, 8, 8 crack. Let's let this 8 crack go.
8 characters.
We might be able to switch to like numbers with 7s.
7 characters.
I don't think I would consider a pair hand here, and I don't think I would consider the concealed consecutive
5
hand
dots.
because we have flowers.
Kong.
I would consider maybe a switch to like numbers.
7 dots.
What we need to see in here, I would let that go. Our stronger potential is with 6, 7, 8 mixed suit Kongs, so I would let that go. And then I would probably escalate those 7s as discards.
8 characters.
And focus on 6, 7, 8 mixed suit
Green
Kongs.
dragon.
Let's see, 2 dot, none are out. 8, 7, let's see. I think I would let the 7s go here.
7 dots.
So I'm going to put my jokers over here to separate
1
discards. Nobody wants the 7 dot, so that'll be a good discard next. Oh, and probably this 8, that probably can go
Flower.
too. All right, now here we need a pair for the hand we're playing, which is mixed suit Kongs, third hand down on the right. We're going to pass. We could also play that second hand down, but I wouldn't
9
commit to that
bamboos.
unless we got more flowers. All right, now 7 dot, 2 are out, so that'll be a good discard.
7
There's a
dots.
5 crack out. That'll be a good discard
5
too.
bamboos.
We have a player to our right with 2 Kongs, 1
East
5.
wind.
So it looks like with 1 5,
5
they're playing
bamboos.
1 3 5 dragon. Let's let this 1 crack go. 1 3 5
1
white
character.
dragon with those Kongs.
2
That's
dots.
the third hand from the bottom on the left. We're going to pass, and that now will be a good discard. There was a bit of a hesitation on that, so I would probably escalate
6
it
bamboos.
as a discard.
West wind.
We're going to let that go. That is a keeper.
2 dots.
So now our hand is set with these jokers. We could Kong the 6, Kong the 7, Kong the 8, and
1
we have
dot.
2 discards here. So when I get
6
this close to my
bamboos.
hand, I tend to want to keep a safe discard for my
Flower.
last discard before being ready to win. We're going to pass. So there's a 5 crack out. No 8 bams are out. That is our riskiest discard.
2
So I would
characters.
escalate that as a discard. This 3 dot though is even more risky because of the player on our right. I'm going to let it go now. I want to play to win.
3 dots.
Let's see if they take it. Hopefully they're not.
Mahj.
Oh, they were ready. Okay, so they got ready quick. That's a nice win. And we took the risk. I realized what hand they're playing a bit ago, but I estimated that they might not be ready considering where we are in the game, and they happen to be ready with the help of a joker. And I'm okay with that. All right, so let's see what we have here. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Probably the third hand down on the right under evens. Over here, we have 3, 6, 9 in 2 suits, first hand. Woo! These have been some quick wins. Let's see. Hi, Jingles. Welcome. We got 2 away on that one, so we got close. Well, we were set. Not ready, but set. New game. we have a flower, 157 in BAMs, 2 crack, 1, 2, 6, 8, 9 in dots, red dragon, and a pair of Wests. The multiple that we have is with the West. No other winds are in the hand. This is one instance where I would not build around the multiple with the West. I think number tiles in this case are going to be a much better way to optimize than waiting for wins, which typically come in just the first Charleston. So I would break it up and focus on number tiles and probably play 5, 6, 7, 8 because it's in the middle of the run and there's flexibility either way. So I would probably let go of a 2 and a 1 and focus on 5, 6, 7, 8 or 6, 7, 8, 9. Hopefully 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's let go of the 2 dot instead though, I think. Let's see, here we go. We'll see what happens here. 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a 5, 7, 9. So we're going to keep them. We've got our first multiple with a number tile, the 5. So there's 5, 7, 9. I would let go of the little numbers and the West. Now we're going across, so this 1, 2 is going to a different player. It looks like we have a lot of 5, 7, 9 in here at the moment. So we could switch to big odds. And there's another multiple with the 7. We do have a lot of BAMs, 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, but the 2 anyway doesn't really work there. Part of me is wondering if we could force the odd pair hand. We have a gap, no 3, and we need the other 7. But we do have tiles we can pass, and I think that, oop, I would keep that 6 actually, because we could play 5, 6, 7, mixed suit Kongs. I would keep that 6. So maybe the 1, this 1, 2 though, that would be a really risky discard. I think what I would do here is let the 8 and 1 go. We have 6, 7, 8 mixed suit Kongs, no gaps. It's weak, but let's just see how this develops. Okay, there's an 8, so a little bit of consecutive run is coming in there. We definitely want to keep going. So we have 6, 7, 8, 5, 7, 9. Because of where our multiple is with that 5, I think the 9 can go, the 9 BAM. So we don't pass a 1, 2, and 1 suit. We could also maybe play 5, 7, 9 in mixed suits, second hand down on the right. I think the 8 BAM maybe can go. This looks like either 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 or big odds. We got a 7 dot. That's a big odd, so we'll keep it. So let's let go of South 2, 8. So right now this looks predominantly big odd. We got a 5 dot, that would be a big odd, and a consecutive tile, 5, 6, 7. But that leaves us with 1s and a 2. I would not pass a 1, 2, and 1 suit in this case. Now we're going to have to whittle down and let something go. So we could do 5, 6, 7 mixed suit Kongs, 5, 7, 9 mixed suit Kongs. So I would let go of probably the 7 dot. No, let's see, 5 dot. 5, because we could do 5, 7, 7, 9 in mixed suits. We could do 5, 6, 7 in mixed suits or 5, 7, 9 in mixed suits. Let's see what happens. You hear Riley running around, it's because Dave just got home. So he's excited about Dave getting home. He likes us to be together. He's waiting right here at my feet, waiting for him to come back downstairs. Let's see what we get. Ones. Oh my goodness, we got a pair of ones. Oh my gosh, now we have a pung of ones. I would reassess. Look at that. 1. We have a pung of ones now. 1, 5, 7, 9. They want 2. We have a pung of ones. So I think with that, I think I would probably let go of the red dragon and probably the 6 dot past 2, because we could still do 5, 7, 9 in mixed suits. Can't keep it all. We still want to get as many tiles as we can to help us. So that pung, we need to consider that. There's another 1. All right, well, let's just see what happens. We're not going to pick a hand.
Bamboos.
We're not going to pick a hand till, oh my goodness, now we have 4s. Something's got to go. Let's keep the odds because that's our predominant pattern. We're going to let the 4 go. Oh
4
my gosh,
characters.
this is crazy.
5 dots.
Wait, okay. Jingles, I can't do that. That's something you'll have to do. You would have to rename your channel in YouTube. So in YouTube, okay, here's another flower. In YouTube, you just need to change your name.
4
I think you do it through Google, your Google account. So if you
1
log
dot.
into your Google account, you should be able to change your name there. But I don't have access to that, so I can't change it for you.
3 characters.
All right, so we have 1s now, and we have 7s. I would consider switching to like numbers here, either 1s or 7s.
3 bamboos.
And then probably use the 5s as joker bait.
South wind.
There's another flower. So now we have a pung of flowers and a pung of 1s. Those weigh heavier than these pairs. So I would let go of the, let's see here, the 5, 7, 9 mixed suit hand uses only a pair. I would let the 9 go. So I would play
9
either
dots.
like numbers with 7s or like numbers with 1s and flowers. There's a hesitation on that 9.
South wind.
Boy, this was a crazy Charleston.
3 bamboos.
And we're in a direction that we were just not even thinking about early on.
7 bamboos.
Okay, excellent, Jingles. That sounds good. Okay, now we need to think about what's going down. So this 2 might actually come in handy. Let's let the 7 bam go because it's
7
already
bamboos.
out. We could still maybe play like
1
numbers
dot.
with 7s. The 5s I would consider for joker bait. So we'll pull those off to the side.
3 dots.
We could play 1, 2 mixed suit Kongs with 6 flowers. This would be the second hand down under consecutive
Flower.
run. So that's why I would keep that 2. If we're playing like numbers of some kind with 6 flowers, we could go ahead and even pung right there. Let's do it. We're going to pung.
Pung.
So now we have to make a choice. The 1s are down, so let's discard that. It looks like 1,
1
2
dot.
Kongs is going to be the way to go here.
Flower.
Unless we get another 7. Somebody else has flowers at the table.
White dragon.
This is going to be challenging.
Two characters.
Oh, that's our tile. All right, now here we have, okay, 8 bam is out, so I would let that go. One thing I was thinking is maybe we could do 7, 8 instead of 1, 2.
9
But there's an 8
characters.
out, an 8 bam, and a 2 crack. So it was 6, 1, half dozen the other.
5 dots.
No hesitation there.
5 characters.
7 bams already out.
7 bamboos.
That's a good discard.
9 bamboos.
I'm hoping we'll get either a flower or a 2, or maybe we could get maybe a 3 dot or the 3 crack. Always keep an eye out for any joker exchange.
3 dots.
Oh, they got one.
6 dots.
There's a hesitation on the 6.
Pung.
Okay. To our left. They could be playing consecutive run. There's a
Green
7 bam in
dragon.
front of them. North we definitely don't need.
North wind.
So we're going to be holding number tiles.
4 bamboos.
We don't need winds or dragons. We're in the middle
bamboos.
game, so it's okay to hold tiles that are not out yet. Maybe we can get a
7
joker
bamboos.
exchange. 9 crack is out, so we can let that go.
9 characters.
So when deciding what to
1
discard,
character.
the first step is looking at what's out. If those tiles are out, it's a good tile
1
to let go
character.
of if you're not holding those particular tiles. That's kind of
5
step
dots.
1, really. Okay, joker. Now we have to make a choice. I think the 7 should go, and we should leverage the 1.
7
So
dots.
we'll play 1, 2, crack.
8 characters.
1 bam, 2 crack. Even though there's a 2 crack out already,
East
at
wind.
least we have a joker we can use. We have 2 pair we're not going to be using. And
Red
we're
dragon.
probably going to be discarding those pretty soon. 4 crack
4
is already
characters.
out.
2 characters.
Oh, that's our tile. We're going to need another joker there. That's all right.
6 characters.
We can play a defensive game.
9 bamboos.
Okay, 6 bam. I would escalate this as a discard because of this player on our left with 6s.
6
Now, they did
bamboos.
discard a green dragon, so they may not be playing like numbers with 6s, or maybe they already have their pair. Not sure.
South wind.
There was a hesitation on that 6. Somebody could be playing a 3, 6, 9 hand.
6 characters.
There's a lot of 3s out.
Green dragon.
9 bam's already out.
9 bamboos. 1 bamboo.
We might as well Kong.
Kong.
There are 2 jokers visible, so let's hope that we'll get our hands on
7 characters.
2. We need a
9
couple.
characters.
We need 2 jokers. Another one would be great.
2 dots.
Nobody wanted that 7, so this will be a good tile to discard. Although we're now heading into the end game in 2 picks, we have fresh tiles, so I probably would discard this 5 bam next.
White dragon.
See if we could get a joker there. Now, nobody wanted the green dragon, and we are heading into the end game, so I think we should keep that and let the 5 bam go.
5 bamboos.
Let's see if we can. Nope, nobody wanted it, so that'll be a good discard probably.
5 bamboos.
Yeah, there goes the other one. I think someone else might have a 5 bam, because there was a little bit of hesitation
6
after I passed.
characters. Two bamboos.
Okay, 9 dot, 5 bam, 9 dot probably can go.
9 dots.
Oh, there's a hesitation.
Mahj.
I have a Mahjong. There's our 3, 6, 9 hand. Oh my goodness. 3, 6, 9 mixed suits. They had 1 exposure and 1, 2, 3, 4 jokers. 4 jokers. Very nice. Okay, maybe next time we can get some jokers, do you think? Although, it really isn't required to have jokers. You can play a pair hand. All right, here we have a 2, 4, 6, 8. Probably the, let's see here, with those sixes out like that, they probably were trying for the first hand, but they have a pair gap. They need 2 dots in there. I can't imagine what else they would be playing with those fours. It looks like they're trying to play a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand, but anyhow. Here it looks like 1, 2, 3 with east and west. They had single pair. They needed to Kong the east. They had 4 bams. 1 was out, so they probably were going to be discarding that, hoping for a joker maybe. All right, let's play again. We need some better deals, I think. All right. Oh, look, we can jump over here. All right. Next game. Shake the dust off your feet. New game. Bams. We have 1 multiple, so let's see. Flower, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 in bams, singles. 2, 4, 7 in cracks, pair 2. 5 dot, white dragon. I would build around the 2. That's the only multiple, so I would start there. With a 2, we could maybe play a year hand. It's going to be a stretch though, because we have no other 2s. So I would gather probably consecutive run or evens, so maybe hold the 4s and the 6. We could hold the 1 for consecutive 1, 2, 3, 4. So that leaves these big numbers. Let's do 1 of each suit. 1 of each suit, and we'll see how this goes. Building around the 2. So let your multiple drive the decision. If you don't have a multiple, build around the predominant pattern. When a new multiple forms, reassess. Let's see if we get a new multiple here. We did pick up a 2 and a 4. All right, so now we have 2 multiples, 2, 4, but we also have another 2. So we have 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 6, 5, 7 north. We don't have any 8s, so I don't know if I would consider evens at this point. I think I would probably focus on 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe 2, 4, 6, 8 in 1 suit. We need to pass. I don't feel good about 5, 7 passing that, but it's really better than passing 5, 6. I don't like passing white dragons. I'd rather build around it somehow. We could maybe switch to like numbers with 2s or 4s. Let's go ahead and pass 5, 7 north. That's the best we can do while still optimizing our hand. We finally got an 8 and we got a 1. So we have 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 6, 5, and an 8. I think the predominant pattern here is turning into evens. So I probably would, let's see, if we do 2, 4, 6, 8 in 2 suits, there's no gaps there. 2, 4, 6, 8 in 2 suits, cracks and bams. So maybe pass the 1 crack and the 2 bam. We could fall back to like numbers with 4s if we need to. And that white dragon could even be used for that like number hand, which is the 3rd one down under like numbers. So we're between 2, 4, 6, 8 and like numbers at the moment. We probably can let the 1 bam go next. We did get a 6 crack. I would keep it because we're building up our 2, 4, 6, 8 here. We should definitely keep going. Now here we have West 1, 1. I would not pass that, so I would make a decision. Somebody stopped the Charleston. Who did it? Yes, the player to our right stopped the Charleston. So we're going to say we want 2. Oh, yeah, 1. They're going to get a west. 1 tile. Doggone it. I really wish we could negotiate the optional cross here. That's kind of one of the things that I really want them to change. Oh, look, we got a 1 dot. That's a multiple. I would reassess. 1, 2. We have 1, 2, 4, 6, 4, 6, 8, and a flower. This 1 bam for sure can go. Okay, so the player on our left,
7
there we go.
bamboos.
Okay, so 1 bam, 9 dot. Those are both on the edge. Either one can go.
9 dots. 2 bamboos. 1
I
bamboo.
wouldn't pick a hand here. We're just going to gather. We could go 2, 4, 6, 8 or like
5
numbers.
characters.
East. We don't need wins.
East wind.
If I'm not playing wins, I let them go first and hold number tiles.
1
They're
character.
more likely going to be in exposures with jokers. And that's incidentally why I like to keep fresh tiles
2
in the
bamboos.
begin and middle game. Right now we're in the begin game, so I like to hold fresh tiles.
1 bamboo.
We might be able to get an exchange. Okay, so the 1 bams are down. Let's let that go.
1
Now
bamboo.
we have 2, 4, 6, 8 with no gaps.
8 bamboos.
We even have a flower, so we could maybe try to play that first hand under 2, 4, 6, 8.
1 character.
If we get the right tiles, we
1
might be
dot.
able to play the pair hand. We're going to pass. There's a 3 dot. Nobody wanted that 1 dot. There was a little bit of a hesitation, but it could have been us. I would let it go.
1 dot.
Our discards are the white dragon, 1 and
4
3
dots.
dot. We might be able to play the pair hand, 2, 4, 6, 8 pair hand, but probably the stronger potential is with the first even hand because of the pair of 4s. With
9 characters.
with the pair hand, we need single 4, 6.
3
So we'd have to break up
characters.
that 4 crack pair. East is already out, so we can discard that.
East wind. Green dragon.
We see right now a lot of 1s and 2s are out.
3 bamboos.
A lot of 1, 2, 1, 2. We've
4
let go of a
characters.
couple big numbers. Okay, now that we're going to pass because if we play 2, 4, 6, 8, we only need a pair or even a single. Okay, 5 dot. We don't need that. We're holding evens, so I would let these go. Nobody wanted the 1, so that's where I would discard.
1 dot.
The 3, 5 haven't been discarded
5
yet.
bamboos.
We might be able to use those in an exposure with a joker. Do an exchange, maybe,
Kong.
especially the 5. Now let's see what they
3
discarded.
bamboos.
So they discarded a 3 bam. They have a 1, 3, 5
6
dragon out
characters.
in front of them. Oh, now here's a 5. I would keep that. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6 there. We're kind of building a bit of a consecutive potential. I would let go of the 5 dot because of the Kong in front of us. They might have switched to like numbers with 5s. I bet they were thinking about little odds and maybe they're switching to like numbers with 5s, but maybe they're not ready for it.
2 dots.
We'll see what they discard here. They
8
picked
characters.
and that was their discard. Here's a pick.
9 dots.
Discard from within the hand. Here's south, we don't need it.
South wind.
So we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. 6, 8 we need in our hand, but the 6 needs to be a pung, the 8 needs to be a Kong if we play the first 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. So if we play that hand, we would need a joker.
White dragon.
I would consider switching to consecutive
2
run
dots.
if we can get a 3 crack, but we'll see.
North wind.
9 crack I don't think is helpful at all. our multiples are with little numbers, I would let this 9 go.
9 characters.
2 bams are out, so we need to, oh, there goes a joker. Someone might be
2
waiting on a pair
characters.
or playing a pair hand. So I would pass. You might think, well, why not Pong for 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2 suits? We
8
need
dots.
Kongs with our 6, 8, and it's very weak. So I would not have done that there. I think we could maybe let the 3 dot go. We
3
have
dots.
now a pair of 5 cracks. So we have 2, 4, 5.
Con.
2, 4, 5. We could maybe switch to consecutive run.
9 bamboos.
West can go. We don't need
West
wins.
win.
We really don't need this white dragon, and it was discarded. So maybe that can go next. There was a hesitation on the west. That's kind of a surprise. Maybe someone's playing news with flowers.
7 dots.
And it would be the player on our right. Which probably
4
is why there was the
characters.
hesitation. We're going to pass. We don't have a 3, so I wouldn't commit with that 4.
1 character.
All right, now there's a 6. So now we have pairs
dragon.
4, 5, 6. Here I would consider
3
switching to
characters.
4, 5, 6 Kongs with flowers.
West win.
So probably the BAMs will go.
9 characters.
Let's see, 6 dot. We have 4, 5, 6, 8. Let's let the 8 BAM go.
8 bamboos.
4 BAM,
8
6
dots.
BAM. Neither of these are out. We have about 5 more picks until the end game, so we do have some time.
Red
None of
dragon.
these tiles are out. 4 BAM, 6 BAM, 6 dot.
Mahj.
Oh, there's a winner already. We have another quick win. Wow, we've had a lot of really quick wins. So here we have like numbers with 7s and dragons. Nice jokers there. So very nice win. Over here we have news with 5s. News with 5s. That's why there was a hesitation on that east. So they did have the wins. They needed the 5 cracks, and of course we had their 5 cracks. So we have competition. And then here we have, it looks like 3, 4, 5 Kongs. They might have been hoping for 6 cracks for 3, 6, 9 Mixu Kongs. All right, let's go again. Oh, here's a table we can jump to. Oh, what happened? Where'd they go? Okay, boy, these have been really fast games and fast wins. Makes me wonder how people are passing. If people don't pass defensively, you could really feed into your opponent's hand. Okay, let's go here. Now there's 2 people at the table. 3, we need 1 more. Thanks for coming to the live stream. If you're just joining us, we're focusing on discard priority while optimizing your hand and considering defense. We're juggling a lot of plates, or a lot of balls, I guess you could say. Spinning plates and juggling balls. Okay, so we have a flower, well, and a joker, which is nice. 2 BAM, 1, 3, 5 in cracks. 1, 3, 4, 7 in dots with a pair of 1s and a pair of 7s. And we have a green dragon. So we have 2 multiples, 1 and 7. We do have 1, 3, 7, but we have a gap with no 5 or 9 for the 1 suit hand. But we do have a lot of odds. So I think what I would do here is call that the predominant pattern and let go of the 4 and the dragon. Focus on odds, maybe little odds, 1, 3, 5. If we happen to get a 5 dot or 9 dot, we could maybe play 1 suit. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 1 suit. We did pick up a 3. So maybe, oh, here's a 2 now. We have 1, 2, 3. No gaps with that run. So let's see, 1, 3, 5 in cracks, 1, 2, 3 in dots, 3 bam. Then we have the 7 dot, no 5 dot, no 9 dot. So probably I would build around the little odds and break up the 7, let the west go and the 2 dot and focus on little odds. So that would be the predominant pattern with the multiple. So let's see if we can get more. We got a 3 and that is going to be a multiple for us. We have 2 tiles clearly that we can pass, 7, 8. We have a 4 here, so we have all the 3s now. I would consider like numbers with 3s. We would have to let go of the 1 dot. Let's see, we need to come up with another tile to pass. I would focus again on little odds. That would use the 1 and the 3, and then so the 4 can go here. We do have a hand in here with no gaps, 1, 3, 5, mixed suit Kongs, second hand down under odds. We have a 1 now. Ooh, here's another hand we could play. 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. This is the second hand from the bottom under odds. And we definitely should keep going. We have 2 clear discards, the 4 and the 6. We now have to whittle into our keepers. We have 1, 3, 1 dot, 3 bam, 5 crack. I probably would let go of the 1 crack because we could still maybe play like numbers with 3s or 1s and flowers, or we could do this 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. No keepers. We can pass these on. 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. Bams, dots, crack, 5 crack. Right there. The 3 crack can go. The flower would be a discard. We're not going to pick a hand yet though. That's a good hand that could work because we have no gaps there. We also have no gaps for 1, 3, 5 and mixed suits with the flower. And that would leverage both multiples, by the way. Three crack. Okay, so this is where I would think about maybe like numbers with 3s. I would not break up the 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. I would pass 1 blind, I think, here. Or let go of the 3 and pass fully. Because we have 2 potential hands. 1, 3, 1, 3, 5 or 1, 3, 5 in mixed suit. So I would let go of the 3 here. Pass fully. No keepers. Since we gave up the 3, let's see. I would pass that and keep the dragon. 3 tiles, they want 3. Or we could do 3 red 9 instead of 8, 9. 8, 9 consecutive tiles, that's pretty risky. But so is red dragon with a 3 in the same suit. That's also risky. Either way, it's going to be risky. It'd be nice to get a 5 dot or 5 crack or a 1 bam. Nope. All right, so we have 4 discards and 2 potential hands. I'd say that was a pretty good Charleston. All right, so now I would discard from the outside in. The 9s can go first.
9 dots.
So we'll let the 9 bam go
South
next.
wind.
We're looking for where this hand
bamboos.
builds up. We'll pass. There was a little bit of a hesitation
7
there.
bamboos.
We're going to let that go.
9 bamboos.
All right, so let's see what we have here. 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, no
6
gaps.
bamboos.
1 dot, 3 bam, 5 crack, mixed suit Kongs, no gaps. 4
3
discards. We're
characters.
just going to keep going. There's the 3 crack, and somebody's thinking about it. Okay, not ready.
Green dragon.
There's a flower. That's another
4
multiple.
bamboos.
So here I would focus on 1, 3, 5 mixed suit Kongs
Green dragon.
to leverage the multiples, including the flowers.
1 bamboo.
So 1, okay, we're going to pass on that. So there's 1, 3, 5. These would be
2
discards. 8 bam, that's on the edge. We can let that go.
8 bamboos.
1, 3, 5 mixed suit
West
Kong.
wind.
Second hand down under odds. We can Kong either the 1 or the 3.
7 dots.
We have a ways to go here. I would still keep
Kong.
the 3 at least. The 1 probably
2
can
characters.
go. Red dragon. I would keep that. We might be able to switch to like numbers with 3s using that. Let's see. So I would discard probably the 1 bam because it's already out.
1 bamboo.
So with 6, 7, 8, I would start with the 8 because it's on the edge.
2 bamboos.
The 6 might still be useful since it's a middle tile. We might see it in
Red
exposure with a
dragon.
joker. That would be a pass. We don't really know what hand we're playing yet. So probably that will
3
go.
bamboos.
Okay, that we can Kong. I think we should Kong.
Kong.
We have our hand, no gaps, so I think we can go ahead and commit. So let's let the 8 crack go.
8
And we can still
characters.
maybe use the red and the 3 dot with a like number alternate hand. Otherwise, we'll play 1, 3, 5 mixed suit
Red
Kongs.
dragon.
Okay, now there are 2 red dragons out. I would give up on that hand and let that go
North wind.
next. And therefore also the 3 dot.
2 bamboos.
So now, oh, and then we get the 3 dot. Okay, so we're gonna go back on that. Let's discard. Although we would need two jokers for that. Let's discard that red.
Red dragon.
That is a stretch. The 3
South
dot,
wind.
maybe we'll be able to do joker bait there. That's when you hold a pair that you
9
don't need.
characters.
And the best time to discard one of
dragon.
them is in the middle of the middle wall. So
East
that would
wind.
probably be right about where this break is, or maybe in about
9
3 more
bamboos.
picks. 2 or 3 more picks, and we'll discard a 3 dot.
6
None
dots.
are out right now. So we want to give people time to pick it or pick a
East
joker.
wind.
Okay, 9 bam is out, so that can go.
9 bamboos.
We need to keep that 5. I'm going to use this to separate our
9
keepers there.
characters.
That was getting a little close to the 6. It might get confusing as to what we're playing.
7 bamboos.
We could still maybe play like numbers with 3s
6
and
bamboos.
flowers. Okay, 6 bam was just discarded and there's already 1 out, so I would let that go.
6 bamboos.
So if you watch the discards and exposures and focus on optimizing your hand,
6
the
dots.
discard prioritization is pretty easy because you use those variables to help you make the decision.
Green dragon.
And you can make quick decisions that way. It's a fast-moving
South
game, though, so it can be a little overwhelming for beginners to keep all those variables in mind. Okay, now there's a 5 bam. I don't think that's going to be helpful for us, but it is a middle number. I would discard the 7, especially because of the Kong on the left.
7 characters.
There are green dragons out, so they're probably not playing like numbers with dragons.
2 dots.
The red dragons are out, and so is a white
bamboos.
dragon. They have 6s in front of them, and a 7,
7
5.
bamboos.
They threw a 7. Here's another 7.
7 characters.
So maybe they're doing
4
7, 8.
bamboos.
They could be doing, let's see, where are the 9 cracks?
Red
There are 2 9
dragon.
cracks out.
8 dots.
They could be doing 5, 7, 9 in mixed suits. They could be doing maybe 5, 7, 9 dragon. Let's let this 9 dot go.
9 dots.
There's a bit of a hesitation there.
4 bamboos.
There's 1 8 dot out. Let's see how many 8s are out.
5
One of each of the
bamboos.
8s are out. How many 6s are out?
9
3 6 bams,
characters.
2 6 dots, a 6 crack. Here's a 2 bam. I don't think that's going to be helpful. There are 2 out. We are now 2 away from the end game, so I would discard our risky tiles. 6 crack is not out yet.
6 characters.
So the other risky tiles we have here would
8
be
bamboos.
1, 3, probably the 3 dot and the 1 dot. That 1 dot though is a keeper, and so is potentially the 3.
White
If we
dragon.
play like numbers with 3s,
7
we're still kind of
bamboos.
in between hands. These are all out, so they should be safe.
2 dots.
We're still in between hands. No 5 cracks
4
are out.
dots.
We may have competition for tiles here.
5 characters.
That's our tile. Nobody wanted it, which is good. Maybe it's in the wall.
Green dragon.
There's a joker. That's helpful.
2 bamboos.
Now, no flowers are out yet.
8
That to me
dots.
means people are hoarding them. So
8
I would
characters.
probably give up on the odd hand or the like number hand, since we're not
West
seeing
wind.
any flowers out. People are using them, I'm thinking. So I would let go of the 3 now and focus on 1, 3, 5 mixed suit Kongs. I don't think
3
we're gonna.
dots.
I'd be surprised if we get more flowers, because it just seems
Flower.
that there goes the first one. We're gonna pass.
Kong.
There's a Kong. That's why it's really
5
challenging if you're
characters.
playing a mix. Okay, we're not ready for that 5. We're gonna need another joker. But if you're thinking about playing a double pung
West
hand of
wind.
flowers and you only have 2 and you're not seeing any out, that would be a reason not to go for that hand. Okay, let's let the 3 go. We did get another
3
flower.
dots.
So let's see here. We have 3s out. How many 4s
1
are out?
character.
If we get a 4 crack,
5
or even
dots.
a 4 dot, I would consider maybe playing the
2
consecutive Kong
bamboos.
hand with flowers. But we would have to draw another flower to make that work, because there are 4
1
out.
bamboo.
With those 4 over there and our 3, it's going to be
White
really hard to
dragon.
get a double pung. We might even consider switching to defense right now.
5 bamboos.
Okay, we're going to pass. There was a hesitation on that, even with us.
1 bamboo.
So I would escalate that as a discard.
5 bamboos.
Okay, now this is going to get a bit scary. We might have to discard this flower.
East wind.
Now we have another joker with our 5 here. Let's
9
see
dots.
what we get next.
White dragon.
This is end game intensity here. Let's let the 6 crack go.
6 characters.
We have a flower here.
7 characters.
There's only 1 more flower out there. Somebody could be holding it for
1
a pair.
dot.
Okay, let's Kong.
Kong.
And we'll discard the 6. We're kind of painting
6
ourselves into a
bamboos.
corner a bit here, because we're leaving ourselves with a flower to discard in
8
the end game.
bamboos.
What I'm hoping is that someone will discard a flower, and that'll make it safe for us.
8 characters.
We still need to get a joker or a 1 dot.
1 dot.
Oh, they got the joker.
3 dots.
Okay, 6 dot, 2 are out.
6 dots.
We did get close to this hand, which is encouraging.
Mahjong.
Oh, that's their tile. 5, 6. Oh, and nobody had the other flower. It was in the wall. All right, so that would have been safe. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7. Pung, pung, Kong, Kong. That's a pretty hand. Over here, we have news with flowers. They needed the souths, but they were all going down. They weren't ready for it. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. They might have been trying for the pair hand or pung, 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 Kong, Kong. 1, 2, 3, 4, pung, pung, Kong, Kong, maybe. All right, let's go again. We've had a lot of challenging hands here. We could jump to this table, but it's, let's see, maybe someone will jump over here. There we go. Okay, we got some black belts at the table. It's been a rough night. It'd be nice to win at least once. We got lots of cracks in here. 3, 7, 8 in bams, 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9 in cracks, 2, 3, 8 in dots. We have a pair of ones, so that's where I would start. We could do little odds, 1, 3, 5, or we could maybe play something consecutive, so I would keep the 2. So I would let the big numbers go. Although we are close to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, we do have a gap, no 7. So I think what I would do here is let the 6, 8, 7 go. 6, 7, 8 in mixed suits, it's a little bit risky because they're consecutive, but at least they're in mixed suits. We've got 1s and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we have a pung in there. So I would focus on probably consecutive run or little odds. So I would continue to let the big numbers go. We have 1, 2, 3 or 1, 3, 5. We don't have to pick a hand till we run out of discards. And right now we have 4, if you think about the Charleston tiles. Hi Karen, thanks for coming to the live stream. 1, 3, I think we should play little odds. Here's 1, 3. We have an east that we don't need, clearly. We have 2 2s and an 8. So I would keep one of the 2s and let the 8 go. I typically do not pass like numbers. Okay, now why won't that let me deselect? Okay, there we go. So we have 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5 building. We do have tiles we can pass. Let's do south. Oh, we definitely want to keep going. Thankfully, everybody wants to keep going. South 2, 7. South 2, 7. It'd be kind of nice to get a 5 bam. We got a 1 dot. That's a keeper if we play a little odd hand. All right, now we have 6, 6, 8. So we have to let something go. We have 1, 3 in cracks, 1, 3 in dots. If we can get a 5 bam, we could play the second hand from the bottom, but that's a Kong gap. I think the other option would be to play like numbers with 1s, so I would let the 3 bam go. If we can get the 5 bam, we'd be sitting pretty with that 1, 3, 1, 3, 5 hand. We got a 7 bam. We need a 5 bam. All right, so let's see. Here's a 2, 1, 2, 3. We have a 1, 1 crack Kong. Okay, here's 6, 8, 7. That's pretty risky. 1, 3, 5. I think I would let the 2 go instead of passing 6, 7, 8. We already did it once. Now we have a two pungs of 1s. I would seriously consider like numbers with 1s. Okay, so here we do have tiles we can pass. So let's see. With pungs of 1s and a 9 and an 8, I don't think I would pass that together. I think I would probably let go of the 5 and focus on the 1s, or hope for a 5 bam and play 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. But we would have to discard those 1s. I think I would consider trying for like numbers with 1s and just see how the drawing goes. Maybe we could start hoarding wins and play the wind hand with like numbers. Let's keep the south and see what happens.
Pung. 8 characters. 7 dots.
So 8 crack went down. I would probably throw that
2
first.
dots.
Okay, now there's a red dragon.
Characters.
That could be a keeper if we switch to like numbers with 1s.
7 bamboos.
We're just going to gather. We don't have to pick a
North
hand
wind.
until we run out of discards.
8 dots.
And clearly we have discards. Now there's an 8 dot hesitation there. Let's see here. 7 bam is out.
7
Well,
bamboos.
7 dot is out too. They have a
Flower.
pung of 9 dots. I think we should maybe discard this 9 crack next. They could be collecting 9s.
6 bamboos.
Yes, it has been a rough night.
White dragon.
That's okay. It's good for us. Okay, 9 dot Kong. Let's let this 9 crack go first.
9 characters.
Let's see if there was a little bit of hesitation on it.
2 bamboos.
So this 9 dot is a good safe tile. No one's going to want it.
8 dots.
I wouldn't keep it. I would let it go. I'd rather hold tiles that are fresh
1 bamboo.
in the early game. So I'm going to let that go.
9 dots.
So 2 bam and 7 dot, those are
6
out.
dots.
So we can discard those.
2 bamboos.
Definitely the 2 can go.
2 dots.
Nobody wants the 2. All right, we can let that go. Now the 7 dot was discarded early.
White dragon.
Somebody still might want it and they just weren't ready for it.
4 dots.
So we could consider holding it. I wouldn't hold it in hopes for like a 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 hand. I would hold it maybe for potential joker bait, but because of the tiles that we have, I don't think so. I would let it go.
7 dots.
And we really don't even need that south unless we try to get the news. But that's going to be challenging because there's only one wind out. Somebody else is playing winds. So when that happens, when winds don't go down in the first or second round of discards, I think to myself, if I hold the winds, they're going to get riskier as the game progresses because somebody else might be playing winds. So I probably will escalate
4
those.
bamboos.
We have, if we play that news-like number hand, we're going to need a pair north
3
and
dots.
single east-west. It looks to me like someone here is playing winds. So I think we should escalate those as discards.
South wind.
All right, now here we have a 5.
1 character.
1, 3, 5. Okay, now we have to make a choice. I think, oh, this is painful. I think we should Kong. Let's Kong. And then we're just going to try to force like
South
numbers
wind.
or switch to defense.
5 dots.
We're going to need flowers if we play Kongs of 1s.
6 bamboos.
Let's see here. There are 2 flowers
4
out right
characters.
now. 7 dot can go.
7 dots.
Hashtag win. It would be nice.
7 bamboos.
But the journey's fun too.
Flower.
I'm okay with, you know, this is why we come back for more. We
8
enjoy the game.
bamboos.
Win or lose, enjoy the game. All right, 4 crack is out. Let's throw that.
4 characters. 5 bamboos.
We probably can let this 3 go. Nobody wanted that. There's the 5 bam. That would have been nice for the 1, 3, 1, 3, 5 hand. 3 can go.
Characters. 9 characters. 3 dots.
Oh, that's pass. Nobody wanted it, so those should be safe discards.
6 characters.
6 crack was just discarded.
6 characters.
These have all been discarded.
1 dot.
Even the 5 dot. Okay, let's Kong.
Kong.
It doesn't hurt. There's no jokers exposed, so let's just keep going.
7 characters.
If we even get 1 flower, we can play the like number hand with dragons.
3 bamboos.
Do you think we could draw a flower? We're playing a pair gap hand right now.
5 bamboos.
So yes, this is going to be challenging.
Flower.
But we have good discards. Okay, now there are 3 flowers
6
out.
characters.
We should think about that. West, we're going to let that go.
West wind.
Okay, I bet they're playing east and west with a run.
Kong.
Yep. East and west
3
with a run.
bamboos.
5 crack. Let's let that go now.
5
The red dragon
characters.
is scaring you? Well, the player to our left doesn't need it. The player to
9
our right
characters.
probably doesn't need it. Or they might be playing like numbers with 9s, but they just threw
Flower.
9s. The flowers are going down. I think that we're probably going to end
Flower.
up playing defense. Let's throw the 1 bam.
1 bamboo.
We're now going into the end game.
Flower.
We have 4 discards, so I would switch to defense.
6 characters.
Unless we get a flower.
9 characters.
Let's see, no, the flowers are all out. So now 2, 4, 6, 7. So yes, and actually someone could probably declare this hand
1 bamboo.
no longer viable.
4
Because
characters.
oh no, we could do 6 flowers with jokers. So we could still
North
we
wind.
could still do this if we get a whole bunch of jokers. Okay, let's let the 8 go. We're just going to play
8
defense
characters.
at this point.
South wind. 6 bamboos.
I don't think anyone's going to be able to account for
5 bamboos.
5 or 6 jokers out or visible.
2 bamboos.
So our hand can't be declared in
North wind.
no longer viable. Finito! This
4
hand is not
characters.
finito, technically, because we could use jokers.
8 characters.
Okay, 2 crack. It is out. 5 bam. 3 dot. Let's see. 2 crack. Let's throw that.
2 characters.
The 5 dot. That probably will be okay. The
bamboos.
player across from us maybe discarded that.
4 dots.
So this 5 dot probably will be safe.
North wind.
7 bam. That'll be a good safe tile
5
later.
dots.
I don't want to throw the dragons.
Hung. 2 characters.
Maybe they're playing like numbers with dragons.
4
These players
dots.
across from us. Okay, 7 crack. Let's throw the 7.
7 characters.
So we have a pung of 9s and a pung of 5s. I bet they're playing like numbers with 5s across from us. And then we have 8, 9, 8, 9 dragon. 8, 9, 8, 9 dragon with jokers. Very nice. I wasn't going to get rid of the dragon for sure. Here are the other dragons, like numbers with 5s and dragons. And then over here, east and west with a run. Ooh, and it's almost pure. All right, let's go again. Boy, this has been punishing. This has been a punishing night. Oh, there we go. I kept the red dragon, Karen. I wasn't going to let it go. All right, new game. All right, we have a joker, a flower, 3, 4, 7 in bams, 5, 6, 8 in cracks with a pair of 8s, 1, 4, 9 in dots, a red dragon, and a north. Our multiple is with the 8, so that's where I would start. I probably would play 5, 6, 7, 8 for flexibility, and because we have no 2s, so I wouldn't play 2, 4, 6, 8 unless one comes in. So if we play 5, 6, 7, 8, the north can go, the 1 can go, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's say the 3 can go, or maybe the 4 bam. No, let's do the 3, because we could still get a 2. We do have some even potential, but consecutive run is so much more flexible. Now we have a multiple with the 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to focus there. The 1 and 3 can go, and then let's say the 4 dot. We're going to build around 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably 6, 7, 8, 9, because we have multiples with the 8, 9. We could even play 7, 8, 9 mixed suit Kongs. We keep seeing this hand all night. Here's a 9 crack. That's in our range, so we'll keep it. Let's pass the south, the 4 dot, and this 5. 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9 is what we're focused on right now. I don't understand what you're saying, Jingles. Okay, now here's a 7 crack. That's a keeper, maybe. 6, 7, 8, 9. We can let the west go. Oh, we're going to keep going. The 4 can go, the west can go. By process of elimination, you can figure out your discards. So we're keeping 6, 7, 8, 9. Our multiples with 8, 9, and mixed suits. So probably the 6 crack can go. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9 mixed suit Kongs. Oh, we have a red dragon in here now. Pair. Right here. Red dragon. 8. West 4 can go. Alright, so 7, 8, 9 mixed suit Kongs. We could do 8, 9 flower. If we get 8 BAMs, we could do like numbers with 8s and let's see, 7, 8, 9 dragon. How about 7, 8, 9 dragon? That would leverage 2 multiples, but 7, 8, 9. Let's see, we need one more tile. 7, 8, 9 would leverage 2 multiples. Either way, we're going to leverage 2 multiples. Let's let the 7 BAM go. Oh, thank you, Jingles. Oh, here's 5. That's not really helpful, though, because we're really, our multiples are heavy on 8, 9. The 5 really is not going to help us. So we're going to let it go. So south 5, 6 there. So we could do 7, 8, 9 dragon, or maybe 8, 9 with flowers. Okay, so here we have northwest 1. I try not to pass 2 winds together. They want 3. I really didn't see a lot of winds going around, and I don't like passing like white dragons. 7, 8, 9 dragon or 8, 9 flower. To pass fully, let's break up the 9 and pass fully. So let's do north 1, 9 and play 7, 8, 9 dragon. 7, 8, 9 dragon with flowers. We have no gaps. That's the second hand from the bottom under consecutive run. Here's a west. Maybe we can keep that for a little bit, see if anybody's playing wins. And here we can pass edge tiles, the 9 dot.
9 dots. 6 bamboos.
Down the yellow brick
2
road.
dots.
We're off. Yes. Thank you, Ellen.
South
It's been a
wind.
rough night. Okay, there's a keeper. 8 crack, maybe. If that's a
2
keeper,
bamboos.
we're going to need a 6 crack. Because the
2
pung is
bamboos.
on, the pung is 6, 7,
North
8.
wind.
We would need the 6 crack. So, not sure if that's a good keeper yet.
1 bamboo.
Here, let's see here. Maybe we could consider switching to a quint.
4 dots.
We have the 8s, we have the dragon and the west.
5 bamboos.
Or we can let go of the 8 and do pair, 7, 8, 9.
5 dots.
Right here. 7, 8, 9 probably is what I would do, and let the winds go. We can let the
4
dragon go,
bamboos.
the white dragon here. Yep, there's a 9. Okay,
White
so we'll do
dragon.
pair, 7, 8. Pair.
West
Pung,
wind.
pung. And we could even, we'll pass. We can use that joker there for the flowers. So our only weakness at the
East
moment
wind.
is with the 7 crack. We need a pair there.
6 bamboos.
Okay, let's see. Let's let the west go. Chop it off at the
West
knees.
wind.
We could have maybe played the quint, but
9
we would
dots.
have to have thrown away a pair of flowers and a pair of 9s.
6 dots.
Now, at the moment, we could pung the 9, pung the red, and Kong the flowers.
North
We're
wind.
set for this hand, but we do have a weakness. the 7 crack. That
West
needs to be a
wind.
pair for us. So there is a bit of a weakness with this
8
hand right now.
bamboos.
The silver lining is that we are
2
set.
dots.
We can act on every block.
9 dots.
Okay, 5 crack. We
South
really don't need
wind.
that. We need a 6 crack maybe, but more so the
Flower.
7. Okay, let's wait. We don't need to expose a joker at the moment. There'll be more
3
flowers
dots.
to come.
6 dots.
Okay, let's see. 2 bam is out.
2 bamboos.
I was thinking that, Karen, but we would have to have thrown away 2 pair.
Flower.
Okay, that's the second one down. We'll keep an eye on it.
2 characters.
If another flower goes down, we might Kong.
4 bamboos. 7 dots.
Okay, now 2 crack is out. No 5 cracks
9
are out yet.
characters.
That we can pung.
Pung.
All right, let's let go of the 2 crack.
2 characters.
Now, I kind of want to distance myself from this 8 crack because we're playing 7, 8, 9 pung pung
Flower.
or pair pung. I think we should go ahead and Kong. Let's Kong.
Kong.
And now I want to discard the 8
8 characters.
because I want to distance myself from this consecutive run there. Although if we do
South
another
wind.
exposure with the red dragon, they're going to know we need a 7 crack.
Flower.
Oh, they got it.
9 dots.
So what would be really nice is to draw a 7 crack or a red dragon at the moment.
7 characters.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's let this dragon go.
White dragon. 7 dots.
Okay, we need the red dragon here.
4 characters.
With 4 flowers, they're going to know what we need.
5 bamboos.
North can go.
North
No
wind.
5 cracks are out as our last discard here. I think we
5
should swap it
bamboos.
out. I probably should have kept that north and let this 5 crack go instead. But that's okay. We can swap it out.
1 bamboo.
We need this red dragon or a 7 crack pretty badly. Oh, a joker would be nice too. Although I would love to
6
try to do
dots.
this one pure. There's the red dragon.
5 characters.
So now we're ready on the 7. And here's the thing. Someone discarded that 7 and we weren't ready for it. So maybe
2
if
dots.
someone draws that, they'll think, oh, they're not ready for it. We're ready on a pure hand right now. It's just a matter of where the 7
8
is.
dots.
7, 8, 9 dragon. It would be very
Flower.
nice to get this hand because it would be our first win for the night. Wrong number. 7. Or we need a
1
7
character.
crack. We need the 7 crack. Okay, now could this be anything else with 4 flowers?
East wind.
I don't think this could be any other hand with 4 flowers and a pung.
3 characters.
Let's see here. In 3, 6, 9,
3
there's nothing
characters.
there. So this is the only thing
9
it could be.
bamboos.
Pretty sure. So if anyone
Pung.
draws the 7 crack, it's going to be a scary discard.
3 bamboos.
Really, an 8 crack would be just as scary, or
Pung.
even a red dragon.
1 character.
So it looks like people are playing to win. They're making exposures, which is good for us.
5 dots.
Let's just hope nobody wants the 7 crack. We've got odds on the table, so we'll
2
see.
characters.
Okay, 6 crack can go.
6 characters.
There's a hesitation.
Pung.
Oh, 3, 6, 9 all around
4
us.
characters.
Green dragon can go.
Green dragon.
That's a fresh tile.
1 character.
We're looking for a 7 crack to win.
3 characters. Three
The
dots.
player to our left discarded a 7 crack.
Pung.
Looks like we have like numbers with 3s.
5 dots.
And dragons, probably. 3s. They could be playing
5
1-2-1-2
bamboos.
dragon. So they would need a red dragon.
3 bamboos.
If they're playing 2-3-2-3 dragon. Of course, we have
East
the reds. I think either way they're going to have a rough time because
7 dots.
there are dragons out and we have the reds.
West wind. 2 bamboos.
We got it. This will be a nice win. Mahjong. We got our one. Woohoo! And it is pure. We self-picked. Oh, it feels so nice to win at least once, don't you think? 7, 8, 9 dragon. Double value because it's jokerless. And we self-picked as well. All right, so let's see here. We have 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. They needed 5 crack Kong. Here we have Pung Pung Kong Kong 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 away from us. They were set. They needed to Kong the 8 and Pung the 6. And then here we have a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. 2, 4, 6, 8 and 2 suits. All right. I think that's going to do it for this live stream. Thank you. We got a win in. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you for coming for this live stream. Tonight we focused on discard prioritization while optimizing our hand and considering defense. It was a rough night. We only got in 1 win. It was a really good win, but there were some really quick wins, early wins even. So it was very challenging. If you haven't played at Mahjong Time yet, as you can see, there are some really strong players here. So I hope that you consider coming and giving it a try. Look for my email in the video description below. I can send you information about their VIP trial. I want to say thank you again to our moderators for helping monitor chat so that I could focus on gameplay with commentary. I hope you enjoyed this nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream. We'll be back again next Monday night for the same thing. And I'll put a note about what we'll focus on closer to the day, and I'll try to do that consistently. I haven't been doing that. I've been thinking about it just until we go live and I make it a surprise. I guess we could do that too. So it was fun tonight, Jingles. Thanks for being here. And then also come back on Friday night. We're going to do the Simply Social Let's Play live stream where we just hang out and socialize and do more gameplay with commentary. So I hope you'll consider joining us then too. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click that little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.